Well, it's records galore yet again when you're playing at Lahore at the Gaddafi Stadium because just in the Afghanistan versus England encounter, we have seen at the same venue in the space of a couple of days a record individual score because Afghanistan versus England, the innings break has just happened. Afghanistan has finished on 325 for 7, which is their highest, fifth highest total in the history of ODIs. Not just that, it is their highest total in ICC history. But the man leading the charge was Ibrahim Zadran. Ibrahim Zadran's 177 is not only the highest ever individual score by an Afghan batter, it is the highest ever individual score in the history of the Champions Trophy. The previous record happened just about a couple of days back. England versus Australia. Ben Duckett's 165 ensured that they got to 352. But it could not be defended against Australia, and that is why Ben Duckett, his record lasted just for a couple of days in the ICC Champions Trophy. Now it is Ibrahim Zadran, 177 of the finest runs, and it was his onslaught against Jofra Archer that was truly spellbinding. Look at it, he hit 3 4s and 1 6 in 1 over, and then he hit another 6 and then a couple of boundaries in Jofra Archer's over. He also targeted Mark Wood very well, and that is why Afghanistan at this point in time, they hold all the aces in this match that is there at Lahore. 325 for 7 could very well have become 330 or 340 plus if the last over had not just gone for 2 runs. Now, this is a very interesting situation that is developing in the match because what has happened here is England need to chase this down. If England chase this down, Afghanistan are eliminated. If Afghanistan manage to defend this, then England are eliminated. It's as simple as that when it comes to the scenario. Now, the problem is that have Afghanistan gotten too few on this road of a pitch in Lahore? Because see, 325 for 7 might well be 20 to 30 runs short. We have seen how 350 was not enough. Is 325 enough for them? That will be the one situation that we'll all be looking at this stage. But the other interesting factor that is creeping up, rain. It is becoming very dark in the horizon in Lahore, and if it rains out, then England and Afghanistan will be ruining their chance at, oh, why on earth could we have not had the rain not stayed away? So that is one particular situation that is developing. As the day is progressing, a 40% chance of rain was predicted in Lahore today. And looking at it, it's getting really dark over the horizon that is there in Lahore. So it's not looking good at this point as far as the weather is concerned. We hope at least until the 20th over of the match, the rain stays away. Because after the 20th over, if it rains and we have no further games, for no further overs, then England, the DLS score will kick in. And DLS, when you look at it, Afghanistan were slightly worse off when you look at it in the first 20 overs. After that, they increased as the game progressed. So from 4.8, they have increased to 6.5 at this point in time when you look at the score. So 325 for 7. Afghanistan have ended with Mohammad Nabi, and when you look at it, his partnership with Ibrahim Zadran was really, really magnificent. Now, Ibrahim Zadran is a trendsetter when you look at Afghanistan cricket because his previous best of 162 was against Sri Lanka and Pallekele, and that was also Afghanistan's highest ever total in ODI history. They won that game. But here, will Ibrahim Zadran's 177 give them a victory? At one point in time, he looked good for a double 100. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be. In the quest for quick runs, he slogged the ball from Liam Livingstone and he just fell near the boundary rope at deep mid wicket. So that's why Ibrahim Zadran looked good for a double 100, but unfortunately, he missed the shot, and that's why he has to be content on 177. Still, Afghanistan's highest scorer in ODI history, and also the highest ever score in the history of the Champions Trophy. A couple of days back, Ben Duckett had 165. Now, that's history now. It's now 12 runs better with Ibrahim Zadran now hitting 177. So, the stakes are very high. If Afghanistan defend this, England are out. If Afghanistan lose this, then they are eliminated. England will have a chance. England, South Africa will be almost like an eliminator Afghanistan, Australia. For Australia, that will then become a must-win game that is there. So I'll take a couple of comments that we are. Afghanistan is playing better than Pakistan. Absolutely, they are playing. Shreyansh Pudipati saying, Zadran reminds me of Kohli, how he builds his innings. And England is a disgrace after Morgan left. Well, that's how England is at this point in time. Under McCullum, they are going backwards in a big, big way. I mean, they now have serious questions about their ODI and Test cricket. I mean, they have not done well in 2022. They have not done well in 20. After 2022, they didn't do well in 2023. They didn't do well in 2024. Now, in the 2025 Champions Trophy, are we going to see more trouble for them? Let's see. Sportsman, does this pitch has anything for spinner? Does Afghanistan have any chance to defend this? See, England are very bad against spin. So Noor, Nabi, and Rashid, everything is upon them. If England plays spin well, then and only then they have a chance to chase this down. Otherwise, they don't. Priyanshu, 325 on Lahore Road is chaseable. So do Ibrahim Zadran performs better than Babar in ICC events? Well, he does. So far, on the basis of the evidence that is there, he does perform better than Babar Azam when you got it. Yeah. Zadran played better than Kohli for sure. That's, I think, a sarcastic comment that you're looking at. Freaking awesome. England are missing an all-rounder. Weakness of their bowling. Considering the high-quality spin attack of Afghanistan, anything can happen. England's approach in their batting is key. They have to play spin well. 30 overs of spin in Noor, Rashid and Nabi. Ibrahim was the first Afghanistan to hit 100 in World Cup. Now he's the first Afghan to hit 100 in CT. Incredible feat. Yes, indeed. Ibrahim Zadran and Rachin Ravindra, ICC beasts if you have to look at it in that way. Out of 3 matches to qualify, Sushan, 2-match rain. What a disaster tournament. It would be better to just toss out and give trophy. Just a shameless game and so much depend on conditions and weather. But that's how every cricket match is, Sushant. That's how every match is. So we have to consider that Afghanistan is a better bowling than England. I think it is. It will be. Will this chase decide Butler's white ball captaincy career? Austin Kuna saying, very well could be. I think you are seeing Joss Butler's, if England lose this, his last few days as an England captain. I don't think you're going to get anybody else. But what is England's future? That will be very, very different at this stage. To win this one, England needs to construct their innings. That is what Freaking Awesome is saying. They need to pace the middle overs properly like they did in the last game. Well, let's see how it goes. So that's about it, folks. Indian batters missing out on Lahore Road. Priyanshu saying, no, not really. Sushant, anyways, England is winning it. Oh, you think England are winning this? Fine. Where is Roy? Jason Roy, retired, my friend. Then why not Sam Curran? Again, I don't think he's really up to the mark in white ball cricket at this point, Sam Curran. I think he just pulled out because I think either he's injured or lack of form. I don't know why he's Woke's sideline, one of the England's best ODI bowlers ever. We'll never know. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this update. We'll be back for the post-match, detailed post-match. What happens? Afghanistan staying or England staying? We'll see at this point. So bye-bye. Take care.